That is right, folks. We are back. It is Pipedream on the Comedypipe Radio Network. Please stay tuned for the next hour for the potentially most interactive comedy radio show on the planet, folks. I did that way too fast. The music didn't catch up. Yeah.
You're good. I just saw something come down the stairs. It's a beagle.
Wow. She looks like a shade of green.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, folks. My friends call me 3D. Like I said, please stay tuned. The 3 Dizzle, yes. what was I called?
Asshole. No.
Yeah, asshole. That's daily. Anyway, please stay tuned. Join the show. Skype us, Comedypipe, if you want to talk to us. You can Twitter us at Comedypipe. You can make loud noises with beer in bags right here. He's so professional. Check out our sponsor, revolutionvapor.com. 72 flavors of premier gourmet e-juices for your vaping pleasure. Jefferson, how are you? Joe Green is here. We're going to go through this real quick, man. Right. Lightning fast, lightning round. Joe, great.
Yes, I'm here.
Hi.
Teresa.
Hi.
Oh, why is your shoes? Did you turn it off
hi.
again? Hi.
Oh, hi.
She just did the marathon.
Yeah, you are a kind of a shade of green right now.
I had an incredible day.
How fast did you drive to get here?
Very. I can't wait to tell you all
The dog
about it.
even changed color. It's so scared.
That's the most pep I've ever seen in that dog's step when she came down.
Wow, that's some vigor.
Like a bat out of hell.
Some vigor.
Yeah.
Some scary shit. We have our guest this week in studio live, Erin Harkes. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you.
I should have had some applause ready to go or something. I never think of it.
Too bad you don't have hands or something that you could recreate the sound of applause.
That's way too much work. Way too much. Way too much. And I even clicked the button for it and the program crashed. That's how this show's going to go technologically.
This is going great.
Yeah, this is going fantastic. But the YouTubes are going. Let's
hope they record this.
It says it's recorded.
I harassed the shit out of this.
Yeah, Joe really harassed the hell out of me today about the YouTubes. You're going to make sure the YouTubes are going, right? Like, yeah, I'm going to make sure the YouTubes. I never try not to make sure the YouTubes aren't working.
Shit just happens.
They just sometimes suck. So you got to be careful with the YouTubes.
I pushed it. He almost said to me, I want a divorce.
Yeah. He was a real prick.
I really pushed
a real prick about it.
There's not going to be video, is there? Because I'm not camera ready.
Oh, it's not high def or anything, so.
You're good. You look gorgeous.
Oh, that's very sweet of you.
You always
How much have you had to drink?
That was,
and I don't even
much
drink.
water. That much water.
That was very nice of you, by the way, Mike. Don't worry, it's not high def.
Yeah, it's not high def. It's not like watching the news these days. You watch the news these days that you've seen for like years on like what do we call it? Low def TV, normal TV, and then in high def TV, and like they just completely change your perception of what they look like. Celebrities, high def is not good for celebrities.
No, especially like our local celebrities.
Yeah.
I would use air quotes, but you can't see me right now. Like the newscasters and stuff. I'm like, we must look horrible.
Yeah,
to towns not Albany.
Yeah,
that's why Billy Fusillo was still done with a fucking camcorder.
You can't see how hideous.
They're always 75.
And he's like, "Hey, I only do it like this because it still makes Caroline look almost fuckable."
Yeah.
We got Maddie on here now. She's definitely fuckable, so we may use that high def there, but.
Yeah, Joe has a joke about Billy Fusillo that made me really happy for like a split second.
It's the best Billy Fusillo joke ever.
Yeah, but then I just got mad because I realized it was only a joke.
For that 1 second.
What's in the bag, Joe?
Broccoli, cream of broccoli soup.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Nerd. Are we allowed to swear?
Yeah,
fucking nerd.
Well, what did you expect to be in that bag?
I don't know. My imagination was way more wild.
Like in front of the bag. Let me just lay this out.
You'll probably see Joe eat about a 3-course meal over the course of the hour.
I would rather
let me lay this out. In front of the bag are 3 pens, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, and a pencil maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, number 2's over here.
And a rubber band.
A weird red rubber band, 2 pink Laffy Taffy, and a 2 thing of Starburst. And she asks, what's in the bag?
Because it's the only thing I can't see. I
Well,
can
yeah,
see that
but-
it's pens and candy.
But with all of those right in front of it,
I thought it was a specimen.
I was going to say, where did your imagination really
Specimen.
take that? And
I think she was thinking like
specimen.
Turkish prisons.
Yeah. But
Like I have to drop this off at the lab.
But let me
As soon
now
as we're
point
done
out directly behind the bag is a vase with some flowers in it.
Those are from my garden.
So doesn't that make the bag look a little bit better? Like
No.
not as ominous?
He's
No.
a gardener.
It makes for an
Huh.
odd picture. Those.
Yeah,
those
it's
things, like-
definitely
It's like the fake cigar, the bag, the flowers, and the beer was there a minute ago.
Are those
Yeah.
real flowers?
yes.
How are they still alive?
I've been wondering that the last 4 weeks how they're still alive.
Yeah. I changed the water. I gotta fill it, but
Yeah.
I got a little low.
See, the
That's
ones
why
that are
these
dead,
Yeah, that's why.
those are the ones that aren't touching the water.
It happens.
I know
They've been
it's,
here
it's
for a month.
hard. It's hard to figure that out. You know.
Yeah, you said yourself you can't even keep a plant alive.
Well, I could keep that one fucking alive
Maybe.
just by looking at it.
These purple ones
So I
are.
guess we learn something new every day.
These purple ones are.
She has magic powers.
Yeah,
to
that
keep
one
flowers
doesn't
alive
touch
with
It
the
needs
sight.
to
water.
touch the water.
Touch
That's
the water.
that's about it.
That's her Supergirl power.
But no
Yeah.
pets ever.
No, I don't know.
No pets. No.
Yeah, are you okay with dogs?
Yes,
'Cause
I
we
am,
have
but-
Wonder Beagle and
No, the Wonder
she's-
Beagle is fine. The wet nose just startled me. I didn't mean to be
Gotcha.
so.
She doesn't have any teeth either, so it's all right.
The dog doesn't have any
Yeah,
teeth.
she's they're going rotten. She just had
Oh.
dental surgery a few weeks ago, so she's down about 12 teeth now.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's sad.
it's going to be a gummer of a future for her.
Oh, what do you feed her?
Food.
Baby food.
I get food, but hi,
Hi, Erin, my wife, Erin.
hi, nice to meet you.
Now I am going to warn you. She is going to take a picture.
Okay.
that
I
cool?
was told I look gorgeous. So.
Yes.
Not
You
by
do.
any of the
That's-
guys. Don't get.
You're hot.
Thank
I
you.
would do you.
Oh, that's sweet.
That
Just
makes all
saying.
of us.
I
Yeah.
fuck me. I
We
fuck
all
me
think you're
hard.
hot.
Hi, Mom.
I fuck me hard.
Wow.
Low def.
Would you fuck you hard, Erin?
I don't know.
So, Erin, you've been super busy lately.
I have.
At the Funny Bone and going all over the region.
Yeah, I was down in New York last night.
Yeah, Gotham.
That's
Saw
why-
that.
Which is why I didn't feel like dressing up for this podcast. So I had the day off today. I just stayed home and did some domestic shit, and then all of a sudden it was time to go. I was like, all right, bun on top of the head.
Nice.
There it is. My best flannel.
Yeah.
So you're doing it. You're
am.
all over the place.
Yeah, I was at Gotham Comedy Club last night, and I got to meet the owner
Wow.
and got some really good critique from him. And
Mr. Gotham.
yes, that's his name. Have you met him?
No, I've just heard.
He looks like a character from like one of the Batman movies. He wore a cape and everything. It was great.
Wow.
And no, I got some really good critique from him, and I'm on his radar now, so that feels pretty cool.
That's
like
awesome.
the
Sweet.
booker like brought me down to talk to him, and you know, it's like anything else. Like when you meet like the owner, they make this big like, you know, he's back here. He'll be with you in a moment, and you're like, all right,
Stay here. We'll come and
like,
get you.
you want to be like respectful and everything, but at the same time inside you're like, you know, fuck this guy, you got to open the big fucking doors. And but he was really cool, like way better than the time I met the guy who owned like Broadway and Greenwich, Al Martin's. I met him a few years ago, and that guy was a piece of work. So this was much better. He was very friendly. He had like really good critique to give me, and I'm
Awesome.
gonna go back to like audition to be a regular in a few months. He told me I can come back whenever I feel like I'm ready. I'm gonna give myself like 6 months to
That's
really.
great. And you seem to be dominating the scene here.
I do all right.
You know, you're playing music.
Between
you're
music and
doing the
comedy.
Funny Bone. I mean,
Rear
literally every
naked
day on
joke.
Facebook, you something is there.
Well, I hope so, because I do
Some-
music full time. So if you don't see something, that means
Yeah.
I'm broke.
Research team was going through and seeing all the places that you have played, and they summed it up to just ask, where haven't you played, and where haven't you played that you really want to play? Is there any place left that you're like, I so yearn to play there and just haven't had the opportunity? Rocking out.
Yeah.
So the Palace Theater.
The
All right.
fucking stage.
Yeah. I would love
Yup.
to open for somebody there, do something. I've been working on it. I hustle.
You
Like-
do hustle. When did
Sometimes known as drive people up the fucking wall. But I do
you'd be
what
a
needs
great
to be done.
lobbyist?
Probably. Too bad I only give a shit about myself. So, you know.
That's the perfect cause to advocate for.
I'm an Erin Harkes lobbyist. Thank you. Have you heard of Erin Harkes? You're going to. Okay.
Erin Harkes, LLC.
Mhm.
Now, when did you decide it was okay to make the jump to do music and comedy full time? Like you were just going to go for it.
Well, I worked at Albany County for like 7 years, and before that was just kind of fucking around, temp jobs and stuff like that. And
No, I thought you were talking about the correctional facility.
no, you know what though? It did feel like a correctional
A little bit of
facility
jail.
while I was there. But like I had been there for close to 7 years, and I just really started to hate it and resent it. And I used to have supervisors who would kind of let me come and go as I pleased. I mean, I was a data entry operator. And if anybody thought that was like, obviously like, my passion or something, then how fucking sad, right? It's like, I live to enter numbers.
That's
like, I had
that's my job.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thanks.
You can see the deadness in his
I
eyes.
do.
So you
I
were
do.
saying because
So I was saying,
you still have life.
I make
I do.
$80,000.
that's awesome.
No, I don't.
It looks like you make
Yeah.
$80,000. I had like pretty good like supervisors that just didn't give a shit, would let me like, come in late, leave early as long as my work was done. And then I got this like horrible twat of a supervisor who like would try to micromanage everything I did, and I would make sure that everything was like done like to perfection, and she would just find something else to go after. And I had at least like 3 like knockdown, drag out, screaming matches with her. Like one where like a few of my other coworkers like got me out of the building. I was ready to like seriously murder this woman. And
I will burn the place down.
I was like, oh my God, like Michael Douglas has nothing on me because I'm about to go fucking ape shit in this building.
It's the last straw.
Yeah. Have you seen my stapler? Because I'm gonna bludgeon this bitch with it. So I was getting really burnt out from work and shows. So I took like 1 month where I only played like 4 or 5 shows, which for me is like retirement. And at the end of the month, I was like, holy shit, I'm broke. How is that I'm working 40 hours a week someplace and I can't make ends meet? But like, because I took some of these gigs off. So then I started like, to make that money back, I padded up my gigs. So like the month of like July and August, it was just like crazy amounts of shows. And I just had this moment where I was like, why don't I just do this? I mean, Obama's going to give me some free healthcare soon. Like, thanks, Obama, for real. I'm not being sarcastic.
Right.
That's my hashtag. But I was waiting for like a sign from the universe, and I just got this really awesome gig up in Lake George. It was going to be like every night of the week for the rest of the summer. And I was like, I'm out. And I quit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was so awesome. I didn't want like a fucking cupcake party or whatever the hell they do. Like I grabbed a box and just kind of walked out.
They did that for me. I had a cupcake party. I'm switching jobs, and they asked me to do an impromptu comedy show. So I closed my career at the lobby firm with coconut oil. Yep, that's how I left my job today. All those middle-aged women are schooled now.
Yeah.
Coconut oil.
Squirt,
I just
squirt.
saw somebody just unplugged something.
Oh, you get Joe.
So I hear you about the job and the responsibilities and micromanagers and wanting to do comedy and music, and just it's liberating.
It really is. I mean, it's hard to I can't do the comedy as much as I would like. I'm okay. I can't do the comedy as much as I would like because it just doesn't pay. But like, that's why I produce my own shows. And when I go down to the city, obviously I'm not making any money, but I'm making really good connections that'll lead to other things. But when I produce my own shows, I make something that's comparable to the music, and when I have like a good month, I can afford to do a few comedy shows, and I'm doing all right. A few years ago when I started doing comedy and somebody asked me if I wanted to do a show, and I was like, well, what does it pay? And he laughed at me. He was like, you're not going to make money doing comedy. And I was like, challenge accepted. And so now I do. I make money doing comedy, not as much as I do doing music, but
if money wasn't a factor, music or comedy?
comedy.
It's quick. It's easy.
I don't have to bring in any gear.
Like,
Yourself.
I don't know though. That's hard. Like, I mean, I've been doing music so long that of course it's like easy. Like one is like my spouse and the other is like, my mistress.
Yeah.
And
do you just bring in your gear? Or do you help bring in the big heavy bass cabinets?
I don't carry anybody else's shit. You're the one who decided to play bass and have a cabinet that big. No. I play a lot of solo gigs too, so that's easy.
Yeah.
Who are your musical inspirations?
Well, when I first started to like listen to music, it was CCR and Fleetwood Mac, even though it was, beyond my years. we went through my mom's record collection and would listen to it. And I loved the harmonies and I loved the simplicity of it. And, you know, I get compared to Stevie Nicks every once in a while, which is funny because in the same night I'll get compared to Janis Joplin, and I'm like, wow, they sound nothing like
but
you must be a fucking
those
expert.
deep, raspy voices.
Yeah,
Not
but come
really.
on. If I played Stevie Nicks and then I played Janis Joplin and made you like everybody would get that right, that nobody would fail that test. So I was like,
are you writing? So is most of the stuff you play your own stuff, or are you doing a lot of covers? Or?
Since I play out as often as I do and play like 3 to 4 hour shows, I have to do a lot of covers. But I'm at a good place right now where, you know, I get people that show up that want to hear my original stuff. So I have plenty of originals too, and I have like a few albums out. And
What's your favorite cover, and what's your fucking hated cover that you have to play because it's a crowd pleaser?
The second part of that question should just be stricken. What's your favorite cover?
We'll start there.
If you say it, I'll punch you in the face.
That's why I'm trying to stop that.
Oh,
yeah, but
okay.
you say it on Facebook all the time because you think
see,
it's funny.
okay, and I'm jumping into this going, what the fuck is going on?
I think
What's going on is that Joe and I are going to fist fight.
Okay, wow, this is not something
We're going to have to put Wonder Beagle to work here to break this up.
Wow,
Well, it's not going to be able to stop us.
yes. I'm going to step
you're just
away,
getting gums.
Joe, because this is a nerve apparently that I am not privy to because I don't have time to
No, it's
absorb.
an easy question. What's your favorite cover?
Well, my favorite, one of my favorite covers to play is "If Love Is a Red Dress" by Maria McKee.
Okay.
It's a really cool song. I like it. I heard it.
Not one I'm privy to either.
No, it was on the Pulp Fiction soundtrack, which I listened to the soundtrack like a million times before I ever saw the movie. So then when I saw the movie and saw where the song was in the movie, it's like right before the GIMP scene.
Yeah.
And I was like, so I tell people, I'm like, don't watch the movie for the song. Just get the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Because you'll be like, I'm waiting. Where? Oh, it's here. Oh God.
Oh,
Oh my God. I'm like,
It's still a great song though.
it's a really great song.
All right, I'll have to,
And I love doing it. I don't get to do it that often because, like I said, a lot of places I play, they want, you know, he's some drunken bitches just want to dance.
And they want to hold up the lighter.
They want songs that they know
Yeah.
that they can sing along to. And I'm like, the last thing I want is to hear your voice singing along to mine.
The song that was the song that was stricken for.
Come to my window. Shut up.
I'll say the song that was stricken wasn't Sweet Caroline, was it?
No, but that's on there. That's on the list too.
Yeah.
I have amassed a career. I guess I've gotten good enough at what I'm doing, and I don't have to play shitty covers. Like I won't. Like the covers that I pick are pretty decent. I change it up. I do some B-sides. I do some really random shit. I'm not going to do like the Sweet Carolines and the Brown Eyed Girls. I'm not a wedding band. Right. I've been hired for weddings, and I tell them that if that's what you're looking for, that's not what you're going to get.
Good for you.
I have just a teensy tiny bit of pride left. I'm desperately clinging to it.
And I don't think you'll ever let go.
No, I won't. Well, you know, every whore has her price though, because I was up in Saratoga and somebody gave me $100 for doing Brown Eyed Girl this summer, and I had never done it before, but I looked it up and I played it, and I took that $100.
Right.
Why not?
You gotta eat. So
that's not a bad mindset going in on it. Yeah.
$100
have your morals, but depending on what you're
3 minutes of my time.
Exactly. Depending on what we are moraling on, I'll break for a certain price.
I totally approve of looting. I am all for it.
Joe was a pirate in a former life.
Yeah, go for it.
And possibly a minute.
Nobody's using it anymore. Nobody lives there anymore.
Gonna give everyone a heads up.
You're gonna loot and squat?
Oh no, just loot, because nobody lives there anymore. So
lives where?
Wherever you loot from.
Wherever the loot.
Somebody gives you $100.
Joe, where did you go?
$100 to do a Brown Eyed Girl. Just loot them. Take it.
Okay.
Looting.
Nobody lives there anymore. I was like, are you talking about your head?
No. But
so when did the comedy come into play? Your sultry vixen.
The comedy. I always wanted to try it, and for like a couple years, I would.
Hello.
Oh.
Hi, Tommy.
Hey.
We got a special caller. Let's hold that
Excuse
thought.
me.
Yeah. I was trying to get you are right on time,
talking.
Tommy. Yes, you hear people
Yeah.
plenty.
Young Tommy McClellan.
I was trying to give everyone the heads up that Tommy would be calling in any minute now. and I couldn't get the word in because we were in such in-depth conversations.
So instead, he just abruptly
So yeah,
threw you in.
yes.
Erin Harkes, Tommy McClellan.
Tommy McClellan live in the air.
Tommy McClellan.
You can hear many of people this time. Many of people.
Yeah, I can. It's really nice.
It's-
I don't have to wonder if you guys are talking crap. Now I can know you're talking crap,
Yes,
so it's all good.
We're always talking shit.
I listened back, and I think the only thing that was anything close to talking crap was I asked if I could be your wingman someday.
No, I'm just kidding. You guys are the best. No worries. Thanks again, for having me and stuff. So it's cooking.
So, well, Tommy, let's get right into the nitty gritty. What do you got coming up in the city that is going to blow people's minds?
So right outside, the first thing I have going on, right outside the city, I'm in a theater production called Oedipus the King, which was written by Sophocles, like 330 BC, so it's quite old. But it's good, it's fun. And that show is November 19th, November 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd. The 19th is at 7 p.m. The 20th show is at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. And then the 21st and 22nd are both at 1 p.m. And tickets are $10. So that's the first thing. And that's really interesting. It's a tragedy, so not a lot of comedy in it, but it's a good show either way.
But big smiles.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I'm the messenger, so like I'm the dude who like I come in and I have the best intentions, but then I ultimately just fuck everything up. So it's like not a stretch from my real life.
That's why we always killed them.
And
You're so creepy.
besides that, as of right now, I have a stand-up show December 12th at 6 p.m. at Broadway Comedy Club, and that'll be a good time. So recommend heading out there, peeps. Always fun, lots of jokes, and there'll be a lot of good comedians on that. So yeah, man.
Are you producing that show?
What?
Are you producing that show, or you're on the show?
No, I am not. I'm just on it.
Gotcha.
Are you producing the Oedipus the King show?
No, nope, not producing that either. I'm just a cast member in it.
He is
And
just-
what college are you at?
I go to Iona College, and that's who is producing the Oedipus the King.
Gotcha. That makes way more sense.
And Iona is where?
It's right outside New York City. It's in New Rochelle.
Okay.
He's just the messenger.
Yes.
I'm getting all the info.
Yeah, you are.
Who, what,
We're
when,
gonna
where,
go out,
why?
Get it?
go to a Denny's later. We can talk about more.
Whoa.
I'll be there.
He apparently
You're
doesn't
even
need a
old enough to
wingman.
ask me on a date.
Yeah.
Who said he was asking?
No,
you?
I just wanted to go to Denny's.
Oh.
He needs a ride.
He needs ride and food.
I'm a college
Yeah,
student.
Poor
I don't
college
have a
student.
car. I have a bike, and it's really nice, but I don't think it could get me to Denny's.
There needs to be more Denny's near you. We'll have to figure out how to get that done.
To open a Denny's.
Well, it takes a lot of money to open a Denny's. You just can't open a Denny's.
You have
You
to buy
can.
the franchise.
There has to be a need for a Denny's, and that's why
Well,
you
definitely. I mean, it can't be that hard. You just find a building and cook shitty food, and then there you go.
There's a couple Denny's near here.
Pretty easy.
Oh yeah,
actually.
here.
Is that what you're talking
There's a
about?
couple
No,
Denny's
but there's
near
no Denny's
everywhere.
near him. So
There's Denny's everywhere.
Yeah.
how
Unless you
far is the
wait.
Denny's from you?
Unless you have Waffle House.
I don't know. I've never been. I kind of like just made Denny's up on a whim. It could be anything.
See, there's
It
like
could.
Makes me want to.
there's 3 Denny's within
Makes
like
me
a
hungry
5-mile
for
radius of
shitty
where we
food.
are.
Yeah, I don't know. There could be a Denny's in a couple miles from here.
I
I'm
want
not sure if there is. I'm going to find out and go.
You guys are like the
You want
Fusillo of
moons over
Denny's.
my hammy?
I was
Yes.
just about to say, I want a gluten-free moons over my hammy with extra grease.
Oh,
Impossible.
Denny does gluten free.
No.
I was gonna say
I'll
Really?
make them wrap it in
No,
lettuce.
they're
Please
not
serve
communists.
lettuce.
gluten free is not communism.
But yes,
Although
Tommy,
Jim Felter thinks it's communist. But
Oh well,
He
let's
can
talk
suck
about
my
what
dick.
he thinks.
moons over my hammy is communist.
No, gluten free.
Oh,
Gluten-free.
it kind of is, but hey,
Wait, I heard gluten free in my name. I'm not gluten free.
no, not
no,
not
we
you,
no,
know
you're
you're
Teresa.
saying
not.
that you're gluten free.
Teresa wants to go to Denny's and get a
don't think
gluten-free moons over my hammy.
Gluten free.
Denny's
Ah.
has a
The
meal.
menu itself
it's made of
like
gluten.
the actual menu
You
might be gluten free if you want to eat the menu, but what's on the menu, not so much.
Wrap it in lettuce.
I think the last time I went to a Denny's, I got some biscuits. So it's probably what I'd go with again.
Just some biscuits, huh?
Safe.
I don't know if that's
Just
safe.
just biscuits and jelly, and that's it.
Wow.
Jelly on biscuits? What are you, a communist?
No, he's a college
It's
student.
called drunk food, Teresa.
I
Yeah.
used to get drunk all the time, and I never put jelly on biscuits. I got
You
motherfucking
should
drunk
try it
pizza
sometime.
and drunk
I
Chinese
have
food.
drunk standards in my
that
food, but
sounds
not
like-
my men.
Sounds like you were doing it wrong then. Not gonna lie.
Nah, I got lots of free slices of pizza.
You haven't lived until you tried biscuits with jelly.
That
Sounds
you haven't
delicious.
lived until you've tried. How high are you? Very
Well.
a lot.
He's in college.
So a lot. Okay.
Yeah, I just kind of eat what I can at the moment because I'm like, poor. So
What is this, the
just do what I
remix?
can.
Yeah, ignore that.
You're like a scavenger. Like Templeton, the rat from
You know what
Charlotte's
was
Web.
The best thing that I ate in college was ramen noodles with like 8 packets of saltine crushed over the top.
Oh. I was just talking with somebody at work because I'm leaving my job, and so I bought the one guy a big box of Hot Pockets because he was always talking about the Jeff Gaffigan joke.
Hot Pocket.
Yeah, and
Jim
like every
Gaffigan.
time I walked into the office, this guy would see me and be like, "Hot Pockets." So I presented him,
Ugh.
and he was talking about eating ramen noodles dry. He's like, "Yeah, you don't need to
Yeah.
put it in water.
Is that why you're leaving your job?
Yes.
I would leave.
Wouldn't
That-
you?
Because of that guy.
They just put the packet on the ramen noodle and eat it dry."
I used to snort the packets of flavoring.
I mean, sometimes things are just better dry. Like if it's moist, it's great. But like sometimes just dry is the way to go. I don't.
We-
I'm really glad that nobody could have any innuendo based on what you just said.
Yeah, nothing.
Sometimes it's just better dry,
I
you
just
know.
say-
He's
Yeah.
a dry guy.
I'm
He'll
talking-
learn.
I came up totally
I'm
dry.
talking completely about ramen noodles.
Sure
Yeah.
What are
you
you talking about?
See,
Sure you are.
see, and all I was gonna say is I give my kid dry ramen noodles all the time,
As
and
a
he loves
snack?
them. Yeah, not really ramen noodles, but spaghetti, like just long pieces of spaghetti. Here you go, kid. And he just and just
It's
crunch
like
it
a-
Don't
like,
call
yeah.
him CPS on your
Yeah,
ass.
fuck for a piece of spaghetti, he wants it.
It's like a dog toy.
Yeah, and like, he just mouths it down. He's a 2-year-old.
Yeah, I'm
He's-
cool with
he's
giving
Italian
Wonder
and-
Beagle
Give it-
dentist stick.
Give him something he can go
I
nom
think
nom
you
nom.
have to Wonder Beagle, some doggy pudding, some cream of wheat,
Make
Gluten-free.
blend her food.
cream of wheat.
That cancels itself out. It's a double negative.
Well, it can
Gluten-free.
be done.
Gluten-free cream of wheat.
You know, I bet it exists. There might be a little fucking asterisk next to the wheat, but whatever.
You are not far from the truth, I believe.
I've been to the co-op.
Yeah.
I know what happens.
What do you think about that, Tommy? Gluten-free cream of wheat?
I think he left.
I think I don't know. I'm not sure. I think you guys are high.
Oh,
Not me.
no
Nope.
such talk of that.
Well,
I mean that in a loving way.
I'm high on life, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Word.
listen to her.
Uh-huh.
We should all take a page from her book.
Uh-huh.
Wake up and smell the roses.
Stop waiting for it to
Wait.
snap.
wake up, Leon.
Wake up and smell Joe's flowers.
Don't do that.
Joe's what?
He's got flowers.
No, I don't.
Oh, cool. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, don't listen to her. It's a thing. It's in the
It's
studio.
good to have flowers if you're like not dying, but otherwise, I don't know.
That's funny shit. It's good to have flowers if you're not
our
dying.
flowers, half of them are dying, half of them aren't dying.
I figured
so,
out why they're dying.
low water.
So smart.
Yeah.
Wait,
Horticulture.
why is he dying?
Because okay, Aaron,
Because there's a vase
the vase.
and some of the flowers are touching water and some of them are not.
Correct.
Guess which
Ah.
ones? Guess which ones are dead.
I don't know.
All right, think about that and then call us back in a half hour.
Okay. So I hear you got AIDS. That sucks. That's what you were getting at, right?
What?
Who got AIDS?
I'm kidding. Sorry.
I think
Listen,
Joe is
Tommy, I don't know what you're getting on that campus, but it sounds like good shit. Don't take any science classes because that is obviously not your forte.
And definitely walk to Denny's.
To be honest, I can't really hear you too well, so I'm just kind of pretending, making up stuff. I hear you like you're talking,
I do
but I
that
don't
all
really
the
know what you're
time.
saying. So I'm just making up words.
Wait, is this my
Hopefully that you're
boyfriend?
saying. I'm
He
just
could
taking
be.
guesses.
He's 18 now. He's legal.
Well, Tommy,
Hey, I'm 20. I'm gonna be 21 in a few months.
Oh, you heard that, didn't you?
You got to come up
I'm
here.
growing up. I'm growing up, Dad.
You really are. You're making us all proud, kiddo.
well, Tommy, I'm sure you can hear us. Thank you for calling in. Make sure to check out Edifice the King, November 19th through the 22nd at ranging times between 7 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and it's $10. Tommy's going to be the messenger. Iona College is putting it on. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And then
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm not
Appreciate
done yet. You still got December 12th at the Broadway Comedy Club, but you never said what time it was.
6.
It was at 6 p.m.
6 p.m. Maybe you did say it. I missed it, but I didn't write it
Erin
down.
was paying attention.
Yeah,
She
I
was.
took
Wow, that
notes.
was really good.
No
I
worries.
took notes. She didn't. Still remembered him saying
She
that.
took notes with her mind.
That's 'cause
I
her-
did.
Her fucking brain
That was
works,
fucking
though.
good.
Yeah.
My number 2 soft pencil just didn't write fast enough, Joe. It's Joe's fault. Number 2 soft.
Spell circuit.
I need it hard. No.
Don't spell circuit.
Tommy, thank you so much for calling in. We'll talk to you soon, man. Let us know how the play went.
Oh, well, thank you so much for having me.
Take
Take care, guys.
Take care.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
one.
All
Have a
right.
good one, Tommy.
Bye, dude.
So, Erin,
Yeah.
we were talking about your sultry vixen before we got
Were we?
sidetracked with dryness and moistness
Right?
and
Ah.
Denny's.
And these damn
Fucking
20-year-olds.
ramen noodles.
Holy shit, that brought me back 20 years.
Anyway.
So you were saying,
So, you're doing music full time and you decide you're going to give a try to comedy.
I'm
Yeah.
so jealous of music.
Are you?
And you always wanted to try it.
Yeah.
So you just did it? You were like,
Yeah.
you just showed up at a mic and
Yeah. I had been talking to people for a while about what to do. And it's funny, like the difference between the ones that I still talk to and the ones that I said, fuck you to, because there were a lot of people that tried to talk me out of it. Like, oh, don't do it. It's horrible. It's relenting. It's unrelenting. It's thankless. It's, this and that. And I'm like, why do you do it? You know, like, why are you fucking immediately talking me out of it? And there were some people that were like, open mics are brutal. And I was like, which they are.
yeah,
They
that's a truth.
I hosted one
Yeah.
until I, attempted suicide right there on the stage. And I'm just kidding. No, I didn't mind
This
hosting
is
it.
suicide prevention. Or was that last month?
was
That's
last month.
October.
Wait,
I was
wrong
like, damn,
month.
It's
we're in the-
fucking
we're only
open
in,
season on cutting now.
we're only in the
okay?
4th day of November. I forgot. Yeah. Game on.
Breast cancer jokes and suicide jokes are all greenlit.
The Mets lost.
November
Bring on
now.
the suicides.
Right? Here we go.
I wonder how many suicides or attempted suicides there were because the Mets lost. That would be
Yeah.
an interesting
You
statistic.
see those jerk offs that got the tattoos?
No.
I
No.
love it. Oh,
They
I
got
love
it way ahead of time.
I
Yeah, they got
love
it too
now.
soon.
Oh.
Wow.
That's...
Have they not seen the Mets for the last
Yeah,
years?
like-
29 years? I mean, anyway, so yeah, I had talked to a few people about, trying it and seeing, what's up. And I had a couple of jokes, like they were not well formed. They were just, things that I found funny. And I saw that Sean Gilly was hosting one. This was over 3 years ago. And it was just, there was something very like serendipitous about it. I saw it. I had a Friday night off. It was not usual for me to have a Friday night off. I wanted to try it. I had just met him like through mutual friends. And so I sent him a message. I go, I think I'm going to try it. And he was like, do it. Just do it. Like the only way you're going to
Nike
know.
emoticon.
Yeah, just do it. And I did. And I showed up. And that was the night that I met my work wife, Jen McClellan. I love her.
Mhm.
And she was a great host. She still is. She just, made me feel like completely relaxed and everything, which did not last. I got up there and I was like, I thought I was seriously having a heart attack. And I told
So stage fear that much after being on
oh
stage
my God,
doing
yeah.
music so much.
Oh my God, yeah.
Night and day for
Oh
you.
God, yeah. It's completely different animal. Nothing I learned in music could have prepared me for what it was like being up there. Everybody fucking staring right at you, looking like, okay, like make me laugh. And
the expectation.
The first
yeah.
laugh that I got was like the most amazing feeling I've ever had in my life.
You started glowing.
Yeah, and there's a video of it too. And I stopped and I like stepped back and I like smiled and looked both ways. I was like, okay. And then I went into like my second joke and I was holding a piece of paper, like total fucking amateur. And then I told the third joke and I got like the best laugh of all the other laughs. And so I go, okay, I think I'm done. And I walked off the stage and that was it.
Yeah.
And Jen got up and she was like, you need to give me more time to get my fat ass up the stage, like yelling at me. And I sat next to my friend and I was like, and I couldn't catch my
I'm
breath.
palpitating.
Yeah. And she was like, what is wrong with you? I go, I don't know. I'm fucking freaking out. Like I felt like I had just jumped out of an airplane. So I was like, this
The
is
adrenaline,
like,
the
this is like
fear, the
daredevil
happy.
shit for lazy people, you know? Like,
Right.
and I, like, as soon as I like my face didn't feel like it was on fire
Yeah.
and I could catch my breath, I turned to her, I go, I want to do it again. And I did. I wanted to do it again. And I went to like the very next open mic I could find. And then I went to the next one and the next one and the next one. And like, I was just completely hooked.
When are you going to start doing it again?
What?
That was me being a dick.
Oh,
That
the
didn't
open
work.
mics?
No, being a comedian.
Oh, everybody can't see my face right now, right? Because it's a podcast while I'm staring at Joe like he's the funniest
Not in
person
high
I've ever
def.
heard in my
They
life.
can't see it in high def.
Yeah, I was like, they can
As
see
they
it, just
say,
not in
they
high def.
can't all
So-
be winners.
No, you mean since last night down at Gotham and before tomorrow night at Funny Bone? When am I going to start doing it again?
It's going to be awesome.
You saying that I'm not funny right now?
I've seen you perform there.
I
You're awesome.
love you.
You were very funny
That's
at the
Southern for you're fucking dead. You're fucking done.
No, I
So-
don't mince words. I would tell you.
You don't seem like the type to mince words.
Mm.
What do you
Uh-uh.
think has been the most difficult part of comedy for you? 3 years in, you're doing Broadway and Gotham and Funny Bone, and you're on the radar. What has been the biggest challenge?
Well, it's tough. You have to know like who to associate with and who not to associate with. I know that a lot of people have a hard time with the term bringer, which I have to laugh at because I look at it like, my whole life is a bringer now. If you want to do this for a living, your whole fucking life is a bringer. You need to build an audience. You need to bring people out. And I actually had somebody say to me, well, that's easy for you because you had your whole music following when you started comedy. And I was like,
So
did you think that they just fucking appeared?
Yeah.
Like I started out like anybody else. I went to open mics. I played. I marketed myself though. I put out a mailing list. I exchanged numbers with people. I would make phone calls, send emails, do whatever I had to do to get people to come out and see my shows.
But not the corner.
Not the what?
You said you would do anything to get people to shoot, just not on the corner.
Like a harlot.
Prostitute myself.
Yeah,
I'm like this close.
That close, okay.
To
I
being a
was gonna say, hey.
prostitute. I already called myself a whore. All right, it's
Yeah,
out. It's
but-
all out there.
So you're using, I mean,
And I was giving you props for not.
you've developed a legitimate business model for your art,
Yeah.
which, I don't think a lot of people, I mean, I certainly have not done that, and there are people that just go to mics or they'll show up to the occasional show, but you actually had this plan that you implemented.
Yeah. I mean, and when I wanted to do shows down in the city to see like, what that was all about, I had to learn a few really hard lessons. There were some shows that were bringers where you are just getting completely used by the club. Nothing good is going to come of it. They just want you to bring people in that are going to spend money and spend money on tickets and do whatever, and you'll never get anything from it. And then there's other places where you can see that something will come from it. And so I had to learn the hard way, like I did New York Comedy Club with this one comedian, and the first show I did, I brought like 20 people because I was so excited. And then she was like all over my dick. Like, when are you going to do another one? Do another one, do another one. I'm like, give me some time. Like, I want to wait until I feel like coming back down. I feel like promoting and bringing all those people out. And I started to ask her, I was like, well, what is this going to, she's like, oh, you have to do this for like years. I mean, you can't just blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no. And I was doing Greenwich, and the guy was like, I don't know, bring 2 or 3 people. If you bring more, you get more time. If you bring more than that, you get paid. That sounds like, that's an incentive.
Right.
Gotham, I had to do 2 of the shows I did there were bringers. 4 of the shows I did were not bringers. So I did the 2 bringers, and now I'm doing shows where I don't have to bring people. And like last night I got to meet the owner. And, a few months from now, I'm going to audition for Access Television. That's an incentive.
Right.
I don't mind fucking promoting and bringing people out, but what am I going to get out of it? Like, sure, stage time is good, but to what extent? So
this is like I'm enjoying this conversation because this is not the stuff we normally get to talk about with the comedy community and how the whole business side of it works.
There's a lot of people that want to take advantage, that want, they're going to do whatever they can. All they care about is getting asses in the seats at their club and getting money in their pockets. They don't give a shit about your career. And so there were certain things that I would try and I would see that it wasn't going anywhere. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to try this anymore. And that was what motivated me to start producing my own shows, because then I could get however much stage time I wanted, and however hard I promoted it was how much I would get paid. Yeah. So when I book people, I say, if you want some time, you want to make some money, here's 10 tickets. You keep all of the money from all of these tickets and then somebody comes back that night and they hand me the 10 tickets back, I'm probably not going to book them again. Like, you can't find 2, 3, 4 people that can buy a ticket and come out and see you.
You're incentivizing for them.
Yeah. So, I mean, and it's too bad because there's a lot of people in the area that are really great comedians that don't promote. Like, I go on their Facebook, I'm like, why aren't you should be, I have 8 shows this week and I'm still fucking plugging the shit out of this show so that you can work in front of an audience.
You do plug the shit out of every show.
It doesn't take that fucking much to fucking throw a goddamn link on your Facebook page. Send a message to people or two. I'm like, anybody come to see you? Oh, my dad, if he gets out of work early. Fuck your dad. Make some friends, man. Get people out to the shows. Yeah. It's not a really difficult concept.
Fuck your dad, make some friends. Yeah. Core to the show right there.
It's like, oh, my parents can't come to every single show. Well, then guess what? It's time to make some fans. I don't know what to tell you. It's infuriating.
Now, and I totally get it. I mean, I have a show coming up in November. Emails, Facebooks, people are calling to reserve tickets. Do you find that the people that you book, are they doing the work, or
some of them are? And I usually give people a chance or two, and if they don't, then
what is your main means of promotion?
My main means, I have a mailing list that goes out to 2,000 people, and then Facebook. And when it comes to the music shows, people can just pass through. So it's not as much of I need you there.
Yeah,
stop in, have a beer, whatever. Yep. With the comedy shows, I'm online every day leading up to it. I will message people. If I see someone else is online, how you been? Haven't seen you out in a while. Why don't you come see this comedy show? It's going to be awesome.
You are definitely one step away from being a whore.
Knife emoji.
No, but you're working it.
That's all to get the asses in the seat. You do what you got to do.
It's a hustler.
And that's why, I'm getting some of the opportunities that I'm getting. When they open the Funny Bone here, the guy that does it there, he has been really good to me because he sees that I fucking hustle. He sees that I'm when he had me out in Syracuse, he had me on a show at the last minute and I was able to bring 20 people out. Because I wrote to a few people that I knew out there, and I was like, I need you to round up people, make me fucking look good so that I can come back.
Bitch.
That's what you're doing. You're a modern working woman, and
gotta work for it.
It's awesome.
Thank you.
Really awesome. I mean, you're now seeing the fruits of your labor.
Yeah.
You're getting booked. You're doing these gigs. You have a following. You're doing all the right things.
And she's fucking fun.
And you're fucking hysterical.
Don't forget that part.
You had me in stitches when I saw you at the Funny Bone. I had never seen you before. And between
That's
you
the
and
first time I saw you as well.
Between you and McMullen, I had an ab workout. I didn't need to do, I could eat as much as I wanted that night because you guys just,
Well, that's what we hope, that we can supplement your exercise routines.
You are. I'm going to let Jen know. I'm ditching the gym membership. Yeah. I'm just going to go see your guys' show.
Burn 300 calories at the Funny Bone.
Well,
give your treadmill a break and come on out.
There you go. That's a new hashtag. Treadmill breaks.
Oh, we'll work on it.
You and Jen complement each other really well. You guys work off of one another. Yeah. It's quick. It's funny. It's playful.
I love working with Jen. I've always loved working with Jen. I some of her jokes I've heard probably 40 times, and I still cry laughing.
Then that's a good joke.
Yeah, she's just because she changes it up just enough, and she can. She's so quick. Whatever happens in the audience, she's all over it. I had a show, not a great show. It was like trying out this new room and it didn't work out very well, but we still had a really good time. And this woman was just like having like a full blown fucking conversation, like 2 feet in front of Jen, and Jen just like pounced on her. And I was like, like I was about to go over and be like, excuse me. Like, and I'm good like that too. If I'm producing a show and somebody's being loud, I'll drag them out myself. Like, don't. And so she just looked at her. She's like, "Oh, okay." She's like, "Did you want to just?" I forget what she said, but I was dying. I had like tears streaming down my face, and the woman got up and left.
Whatever.
You know what? Good. Get
Yeah,
the fuck
good.
out. This is not
Yeah.
time for you to talk.
After you're gone, we're gonna have cake.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be awesome.
Nobody
This
gives a
cake-
shit what you
This
have
cake
to say.
is not a lie.
Is that an inside joke? Or is there
It's
gonna
not
be
a lie.
cake?
Sometimes people will leave.
Yes.
They'll get up in the middle of a mic or a show or something. They'll leave. They're like, "Oh, you guys going to the bathroom?" No, we're leaving. Oh, it's okay. After you're gone, we're gonna have cake.
Is there cake?
No.
No, I wish there was. I'm starving.
No,
Me too. I wish
want
there
some
was
cake.
too.
I made cupcakes today.
The cake is a
Where
lie.
are they?
They're home. The frosting wasn't done. I was going to bring them, but there was no frosting.
That would have been the greatest comedy pipe gift.
That's a fluffy.
Well,
I
frosting.
didn't want to bring them without frosting.
Yeah, the no frosting cupcake.
And I respect that.
A
I respect
cupcake
that.
without frosting is just a muffin.
I am not above
true.
self-frosting.
Ew.
Yeah, he's.
Gross.
Yeah.
Self-frosting?
So you're going to jerk off on my fucking
I
cupcake?
was
Yeah, so
about to
that's
say
a
the
circle-
first
that's a
thing I
circle jerk
thought
of
of was
cupcake.
cum when you said
Seriously?
that. Yeah.
Mine too. Yeah, the first thing I
So-
thought was you
no.
being like,
Oh,
"Oh,
no.
let me get you a cupcake right
No,
away if that's
yeah.
your fucking intention with my
No.
cupcakes.
I'm never going to say the word self again after.
Yeah, I
that
wouldn't.
time.
I would avoid it.
No, I was just about
Frosting.
putting frosting on my
3D is
own cupcake.
No, it was
self-frosting.
something
you
about
said-
your
you guys,
tone.
You guys are gross.
No,
You said,
it was
"I'm
your
gonna
tone.
I'm gonna frost it myself."
I'm not above self
way worse.
frosting.
That's way worse.
No, I'm not above self frosting.
Self-frosting.
And your eyebrow did some
So
weird
sweet
Greek
thing.
thing.
But Joe just said, I'm going to frost it myself.
Well, he had the same gist.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'cause
So there's
Gist.
you were the gross one.
I was the gross
Gist.
one.
Fun day.
I was
Okay,
gonna say, it just sounds like there's no good way to say that.
No, there's not. So
Okay,
you
off
know
the
what?
list.
No cupcakes.
Thank you for bringing no cupcakes.
Is that
You're
what you
welcome.
do in
Now
your
I'm thanking you.
downtime to find your zen?
I
You
love baking and cooking. Yes. I throw on some headphones and I'll spend like hours in the kitchen. I was in the kitchen for like 6 hours today.
That's great.
I made like a big pot of sauce in the crock pot. Made a lasagna, made some cupcakes.
Where do you live? I'm coming over for dinner. I'm
No doubt.
hungry.
I live out in the country.
All right.
I love it. I absolutely. You can't abbreviate that word.
I'm coming for lasagna.
Well, I don't know if you would like mine. Mine is made with a butternut
coming
squash.
for
Ooh.
lasagna.
Butternut.
I love butternut
Well,
squash.
Joe, come on.
See, I don't even know if I can ask if there's no meat without
Oh,
getting.
there's tons of
No.
meat.
See,
Oh, there's
that's-
tons of meat in the
Yeah.
shit that I cook.
There you go.
Is there any meat in this?
Jeez.
You want some? Yeah, I know what you're getting at, Mike.
Me, serious?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'll frost your cupcakes and put some meat in your
Wow,
lasagna.
I just can't say anything. To
No, you can't.
I'm getting yelled at. My,
That would be great,
So-
my eyebrow has a mind of its own. It's doing things I'm not even privy to
The
here.
evil eyebrow.
Very
Uh-huh.
expressive face 3D.
So is it wrong that when I was racing to get here tonight from Latham, I saw that a house already had Christmas tree
Very
lights
wrong.
up?
Oh.
I
Okay,
thought you
okay,
were going to
wait,
say
wait.
it was on fire.
No.
And the, like
no,
the
they
fire
had
department
Christmas tree
wasn't
lights,
there
and as
yet,
I
but you
drove
kept going.
by,
If
as I'm
they're-
trying
I
to
would
get
have
here,
thrown a Molotov cocktail.
I just
Word
thought
up.
to myself, "Fuck tarts."
See, but there was
Zero.
I heard something on the news. Were they Christmas lights or were they just green?
They were green and
Why?
What's green?
There is let her finish.
they were green, and there was like maybe a little orange.
If they're
Orange.
you're an asshole.
Why
That,
am I an asshole?
that represents Veterans Day.
What's not
Yes, I
Veterans Day?
swear.
Start doing
I
it. Are you kidding
no,
me?
I heard it on talk radio
I'm
today.
going. I'm
That's-
just leaving.
Because the exact thing happened. Somebody
we're
went
the
to
assholes,
yeah, it
though?
was like seriously, you got your Christmas lights up, and then they were saying, yeah, the green.
No, that's
Is
the-
it
that's-
Veteran
the-
Prevention
the
Month?
green
I
lights.
don't know.
Veterans Day is next Wednesday.
The
a week
fucking
from today.
gluten-free
Well,
awareness week. Is
well,
that what that means?
Yep.
We're a
Free
week
veterans.
away.
The
from
internet is
I
Veterans
just
prefer
Day.
my
Yeah, we
veterans
are.
the
gluten-free.
internet is
Me
just
too.
trying to make assholes of everyone.
Yes.
And now the pie chart has had so many slices.
I
Yeah.
am so sick of these fucking ribbons and lights and bracelets. I can't keep
How-
up. Months and
Yeah.
days.
I know. October. I'm like, okay,
Shoe-
breast
shoe
cancer,
October's got two
suicide
things
prevention. There's
now.
like 3 other things. I'm like, I don't fucking know what's going on. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
And you know what? I
I
can't
don't know
stand.
what to wear. I don't
October's
know what
got
color
two
ribbon.
ribbons right now.
And
There was
you
a domestic
That's the one. the pink and
domestic
purple,
abuse awareness
yeah.
right smack dab in the middle of fucking breast cancer and suicide prevention. I'm like, what?
And you know what gets me? Those fucking people, they have like multiple bracelets. It's like a menagerie of colors, and like it's
Oh,
live
the Live
strong,
Strong, yeah.
it's breast cancer, and they're like, I
Oh,
support
those fucking
everything.
things.
fuck
No.
you
Yeah.
wearing a goddamn plastic bracelet made in China.
Maybe we should do that.
Exactly.
Maybe we should have a bracelet just as fuck you. Every month is fuck
Yeah,
you.
every
month.
day is fuck you bracelet awareness
Every
day.
week is Erin
gonna be
Awareness Week.
black.
I am super aware of what's going on.
Erin Harkes Week, this week and every week,
That's-
right here.
In
on
my
Erin
mind,
Harkes
that's what's
Radio.
happening all the time.
Oh, it's a bracelet? No, it's a chip. You can't get it out.
Oh, are you wearing teal because it's ovarian cancer? It's like, okay.
Maybe
I suppose I am.
we all think ovarian cancer sucks.
Although
I'm
Sam,
taking
Sure.
donations.
Yeah.
That's a given. We don't need a color and a
No,
bracelet.
and I look really bad in
But
teal.
it's
Can
about-
I just say that I hate ovarian
It's
cancer?
about the awareness. It's
I
not
love-
about the bracelet.
But
You know what? A
everyone knows
fucking
about it.
colored T-shirt is not going to make me any more aware. All right.
Well, every time you see that shirt, what are you thinking of? You want to
I'm
kill that
thinking
motherfucker that's for breast cancer awareness or
no,
whatever
I'm
we're going
thinking
for.
that color is horrible on you.
Listen,
It
sandwich
doesn't match
day.
your complexion.
I am aware that you look like shit. That is what I am aware of.
whoa.
Not you particularly.
Okay,
That
yeah,
was
I
a
was like- I
blanket.
was like,
Oh,
no.
that was a generic.
Yeah.
She's been ripping on me half the show. I
No,
really took that
half.
seriously for
Listen.
a second.
Your percentage is off.
Lights are off fucking limits. They're off limits.
Sandwiches.
You put lights on the outside of your house.
Just
It's
because you're
for
a
fucking
Jew
Christmas.
doesn't mean we all can't have Christmas.
Well, we're gonna hijack lights and have different Veterans
Yeah.
Days.
There we
Gonna
go.
have
We got
green
the
You
lights.
have a whole
Green lights.
festival of lights.
I do.
Fuck.
I
Good
do.
point.
And,
Good
that-
point.
and Joe, he invented a new Hanukkah game. He lights the menorah with a blowtorch.
Yeah, I want to take credit for that.
Yes.
Thank you.
No
Dick.
problem.
I do. There's
As
a
long as you just hit
welding
the
torch.
wicks, then it's not a hate crime.
Well, yeah, I light it with the welding, like a for doing plumbing, like a little torch, and I light it with the.
With some map gas.
Like a Bunsen burner kind of shit.
No, like a little
You
propane-
wear like
like
the
a little-
whole hood thing, like the chick, like the
No,
welder chick in the
just a handheld
Flashdance
blowtorch.
movie.
No,
Because that would be awesome. You've already got the sweatshirt. Just cut a little bit off the top. I like this. This is better than the Cosby sweaters. Have we gotten rid of those yet? We talked about that. That's why I stopped going to open mics.
Cosby fucking killed that shit.
Did you stop wearing the sweaters?
I have one that I wear because it's not a Cosby sweater, but the other ones.
Are you sure?
I
I,
still-
think
I
you're going
still-
to need to send me a picture of it and I'll
I
let
still
you know.
have them, but they're
Okay. Some homeless could really benefit. From
Once
that
he's
kind of
acquitted,
heat.
they'll come back.
See, that's awareness. She's thinking about the kids.
No, that's a good friend. A good friend
Aw.
tells you when you got a booger on your face.
It's
Yeah.
true.
And you had a booger on your whole body with that sweater. I mean, you come to my open mic, I'd be like, Joe, I'm trying so hard to like you. I love you so much. Just no. Sorry.
And since the rest of the Cosby, they're done.
Good. Good. Is that all it takes? Just rape some chicks and he'll stop wearing the ugly
Just
sweaters.
roofies.
Nah, I got to like 30, and I'm like, dude, I can't wear these.
Yeah, I know. There was
This
30
is-
allegations.
I wonder what color the ribbons are going to be for Bill Cosby,
Cosby awareness.
Survivor.
It's gonna look like.
Ah!
Here's my
There's
guess.
a lot of them.
Right,
Yeah.
here's my guess.
They're just going
It's
to have
gonna
a
look-
black ribbon.
No,
There you go.
it's gonna look like barfed up Fruit Loops,
Ooh.
Fruit Loops.
like a Cosby sweater.
Yeah,
Ah.
that's-
So you agree that that's what it looks like, and yet you wore them.
Yeah.
Maybe you were going for the thrown up Jello 3, 2, 1,
Oh.
Jello 1, 2, 3, and some pudding.
People who it was like walking a pit bull. People kept away from me.
Yeah,
It was nice.
it worked.
You got a pretty big dog, though. That's not a pit bull. No, that's not a dick thing, Mike. I know
What's
where
it-
you're going.
What the
See how he looked at me?
What
Yeah,
the fuck?
yeah. I didn't even have to be looking at him. To know.
It's funny because nobody can see your face.
No, they can see yours though.
They just believe
It's
me.
just not in high def.
No, thank God.
Yeah, it's there though.
Because I wore eye makeup last night and it never comes off right. And I don't normally wear it, but I knew that they were going to be filming there.
Yeah.
And I normally look like fucking like washed out, bloated bitch. So I was like, I'm going to put some makeup on this time, which I put on like, I'm like such a tomboy. I did like 4 seconds and I'm like, oh, that's much better. Like, horrible.
Lipstick way outside the lines. of
Yeah,
your lips.
yeah. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this is foundation,
Yeah.
so you put that everywhere, and then just
Course.
some of this and that. And so I put on some like eyeliner, which I'm like halfway down in the car, and I'm just like, oh, like I never want to rub my eyes, but I want to when I've got eye makeup on.
Isn't that the worst?
Joe.
It
Yeah.
always itches.
Yeah. So
Joe knows what that's all about.
so I washed my face when I got home, and then I washed it again today, and it's still like I still got like drawn out hooker eyes.
Like mommy dearest.
yeah.
That's awesome. That's a good look.
That's why I don't fucking wear makeup. But the lights in there in Gotham are really bright, and that camera is high def.
Yeah. So again, I hit a sore spot without knowing it.
Yeah.
That high def camera.
Fucking good job, 3D.
I know, seriously.
Yeah.
How could I have ever known that there was a bad song in the list and that the camera at the Gotham was high def?
I think you
Dumb son
you
of a
knew
bitch.
all of this shit.
It's
Like, I'm gonna break her. I'm gonna Barbara Walters that bitch.
I own
Listen,
up. If the research team finds out something and I say it, I own up to it.
This is your research team?
No, the research team is in a whole other department.
I'm still curious about this.
We have little Asian children.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, they're locked to computers.
That's awesome.
They mine
It is
gold
pretty
on
cool.
World of
Are
Warcraft.
they friends
and
with the little brown children that make my clothes?
Yeah.
No,
No?
no.
Oh.
We don't let them talk to anybody.
Unless you get your clothes from Trump, then maybe.
They
But you don't
they
wear
exchange
rag ties.
emails with the little brown kids.
Okay.
No.
Are they at least Facebook friends?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Cool.
No.
It's cool.
I'm having no part of it.
No. So Joe, I have
He's sucking
to.
on some Laffy Taffy.
Yeah, and that's what I want to get to. Joe, can you please read the jokes on the 2 Laffy Taffy?
There's jokes
I just
on
want-
that?
I
Why
don't
do you
wanna
think
have-
it's called fucking Laffy Taffy?
I want to see
There's
what
jokes.
color.
Really?
Can I see what
Look at
color?
the inside
Starburst?
wrapper.
See, I'm not
Hold
the only
on.
one.
Can I see what colors?
Yeah.
Joe didn't
Yellow.
know about the
2
jokes either.
yellow. You got the fucking short end of the stick.
I love the yellow. I love the yellow.
You love it.
I love the
There's
yellow.
something like so wrong with
Yeah.
you that you love. That's the worst flavor.
It's not my favorite, but I like the
There's
yellow.
you and
Yellow's
3
not
other
bad.
people on the planet that like
Like
that
yellow?
yellow shitty
No,
Starburst.
I
It-
like the yellow. What's the
Okay.
matter with
I
the
have to
yellow?
go.
It reminds me of
After
like
you.
Pine Sol or something.
It's the color of my 3rd chakra, dickhead.
Did you find the
Sure
joke
you're
yet,
right
Joe?
now.
Your chakra's not working
on
too
the
well. and you
inside.
Follow that up with dickhead.
Flap.
What's a chakra?
Uh,
Bend
Oh,
over.
Donnie, shut the fuck up. Really?
it's the worst. You got 2 of them, and I would go back to that house that you tricked.
So is there a
Yeah,
joke?
don't open it. Don't open it. Just flip that over. That flap. The flap, Joe.
See, Joe didn't
Flip
know there
over the
was-
The
flap.
fucking flap, Joe.
I'm
Well,
trying to
this
read
is
the
getting
joke.
hot.
Oh,
in
it's
here.
on the outside. It's usually under the flap. Say,
What's an owl's favorite subject?
What, Erin?
Who cares? I don't know.
Yeah, I like that answer.
Algebra.
Go Laffy Taffy.
In what month do people talk the least?
February.
Because it's the
It's
shortest
Ramadan?
month of the year.
Oh, I thought
I
because it
really-
was Ramadan.
No,
That's
dumb.
yeah.
I have to go now.
Yeah.
Who is this?
Laffy. Yeah. It's
How
a-
do we get
Connie
this
G
job?
in Kent, Washington. I have to go to Kent, Washington, and beat
she
the
was
shit out of a kid.
she was 6. Okay.
I don't care. There's no excuse for that.
Somebody allowed that to be published.
I don't know.
Connie G, if you're listening, I'm coming to Kent, Washington, just to beat the shit out of you because
I
that
can't-
joke is the worst.
I can't kick your ass because you're 6. That's ageism.
Yeah.
Get ready,
Right?
motherfucker.
Right.
Ages.
Might burn your house down too. What?
I won't even have to raise my voice. I'll get her to like harm herself by the time I'm done talking to her.
Damn.
I came here to kick your ass, but now I'm just gonna make you feel bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you feel bad about life.
She's just gonna shit blood and run into her
After
bedroom.
this
Whoa.
show.
Maybe she'll end up being a really good comedian. You're welcome.
After this show, I feel like Erin just came here to kick the shit out of me. I don't know what's going
No,
on.
I'm too tired.
She barely remembered.
It's
like,
only because
That'd be-
she's too tired.
like the 6-year-old imagination wouldn't remember. Like there was a ghost that told me to get into data entry. That wasn't where I was supposed to be.
Right? Somebody told me that my jokes sucked when I was 6, and you know what? I waited until I was 35 before I tried comedy again.
There you go.
Got some maturity in it.
A comedy success story.
There we
Erin
go.
Harkes.
Getting there. Getting there. If I could just steal some of these laffy tabs.
So, Erin,
Algebra.
Erin, we have a little time left. What would the title of your autobiography be?
Oh boy.
Oh, that's a good title.
Yeah.
Yeah, first answer counts.
Well, that's a really good question.
That's a good title. also.
Certainly wouldn't be anything about improv because I'm like,
No, your improv's really good until we ask you a real question.
I know. I don't know. I don't really read books, so I probably wouldn't write one. No, I don't know. I've actually, I was just thinking. I was talking to somebody about writing a book. I wanted to start interviewing comedians, and you know, the old adage that like comedy comes from pain, and trying to like find out like, you know, what fucked you up in your life that made you funny, and also, like, sometimes I meet people that aren't very funny, and I'm like, how nice that you had a good childhood. So I don't know. I don't know what the title would be.
You lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah, right. Oh, your dad liked you.
Sounds like it would just be called My Childhood.
Yeah.
You can't use My Life. Bill Clinton already took
Yeah,
that. He'll kick your
Uh,
ass.
I
No,
could
he
take
won't.
him.
You think
I
so?
was
Yeah,
like,
Bubba?
it's like he ain't
Yeah.
gonna give a
Yeah.
shit. He's got the Clinton Foundation.
But I bet-
Somebody else would kick
Yeah, but
will
you know
try
what?
to kick your
Hillary
ass.
would jump in. That would be a brawl. You and Hillary
She wears
showdown.
spurs.
I could
You ever
take her,
notice
too.
that?
I bet you could.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of her. I'll
I don't
fuck
know.
her
She's
up.
got some thick ankles. She could take a fucking.
She's got cankles now.
Oh yeah.
That low center of gravity.
Oh.
I did start writing a story one time that was called Fruitless Beer.
Fruitless.
And it was
beer.
about this like jerk guy that I met, and how our first encounter was about like whether or not I wanted fruit in my beer. That was just a chapter in the book.
I do not like an orange in my Blue Moon when I order
Good.
Blue Moon. I order it
Where the hell
without
did they
it.
get those oranges? Like
I
during
was-
the chemo ward?
I don't know.
I was never.
I
into
order it
fruit.
without it because they always put it on there, and 50% of the time I get the fucking orange.
When I
And
used
I
to
almost don't
drink,
wanna
I would
drink.
never get the fruit in the beer. That's
Yeah,
just.
I
you
don't
only
like
get-
fruit in any drinks because you don't know where that shit's been.
You don't know what the beer's been either.
Mhm.
No, I don't drink anymore. So
Well, it's the
Well, you know
theoretical
why?
in the past.
I
that you still
learned-
didn't know.
I learned.
oh, I
why.
did way dirtier things than drink beer. All right. Beer was not what was going to cause the germs. It was where I did nummies off the back of a toilet seat. So yeah, I'm not worried.
You know what I learned about the fruit in the drink? The reason why.
Tell the road I went down that didn't want to go down.
The reason why they put the fruit on the drink, and I used to drink,
Uh-huh.
I would have the vodka tonics. I would like that as a nightcaps at bar. They put the lemon on because lemon detoxifies your liver. And so the theory back in the old days was that the liver would counteract the effects of the alcohol that you were ingesting into your system. And to this day, that's why there's a lemon in your tonic drink.
Huh.
The
Do you know
more
that-
you
Do
know.
Do you know that they only invented tonic to make gin
Yeah.
more palpable,
And if you drink enough
like gin.
gin,
right?
you can
Sucks.
almost trip your balls off. I tried that too.
Is that what happened?
Well,
Trip your balls
juniper berries were used as a hallucinogen. And if you have enough gin, you can fucking trip your balls
This
off.
is absinthe, the other absinthe.
No, we just took a really
Jesus.
hard right down
Yes.
Nerd Boulevard.
Yeah. We're going to steer far away from that.
The more you know.
Aaron Harkes, thank you so much for
Thank you
joining us
very
on this
much.
show. Try not to hate me too much in the
I
future
don't.
here.
I don't.
I'm going to go cry myself to sleep.
You got,
Ah.
you got a new friend in Wonder Beagle. She adored you.
She finally
tired
laid
herself
down.
out.
She's like, I would bite you, but I have no teeth.
Aaron, I
I'm
know
sorry.
you have many a show coming up, but list off a couple of the next ones you got coming
I
up.
am at the Funny Bone tomorrow night. I'm actually doing a nice long 25-minute set. So
Woo.
I'm really
Nice.
looking forward to
Nice.
that. I got some vouchers for you guys if you want to come.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I
That'd
don't
be
think I
awesome.
can go, but enjoy.
You can bring the baby
Yeah,
or the
no.
2-year-old
Uh-uh.
in that
Mm-mm.
pocket of the shirt.
Mm-mm.
No?
No,
sounds like a good
no,
time.
40
Well, the
pounds,
rest of you
remember?
guys can come and
Yeah.
you can hear all of my jokes about why I don't have kids
Yeah.
or want
Yeah.
them.
There's not anything 40 pounds
Can
that's
we
going to fit my
can
hoodie
we
pocket.
bring him?
Oh,
We're not
you have-
bringing a kid
you
to
have
a
fun with
comedy
that.
show.
You have fun with
I'll
that.
make that
I'll
kid
let
laugh.
I'll-
Challenge accepted.
Oh, you can carry the baby
I'll,
around.
I'll,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a good time.
I'll tell the kid the joke on the
Yeah,
Laffy
yeah,
Taffy.
yeah.
algebra.
He's 2. He don't speak very good English.
I'll make it work.
Yeah.
I'll
Just
just,
make-
pretend
just
to
make-
pick my nose and
yeah,
flick it at
just,
him.
just make funny faces and smack your butt a couple times,
So-
and he's
So you're at the
you
funny
ain't gotta
bone.
show me,
I
but
will
just,
not do that.
just yeah, smack your butt.
What are you? a
Smack-
monkey?
No, just because it looks weird.
Yeah.
How do you babysit?
Anyway, so other side of the table.
So you're at the funny bone tomorrow.
Friday, I'm at World
Awkward.
of Beer playing music.
World of Beer. I went there for the
I
first
should
time
just-
last week.
I
Yeah.
should just stay at the mall.
Yeah.
I actually forgot because I've been busy. My friend I was at the Funny Bone on Sunday, and she was like, "So you're just like living at the mall this week?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" She goes, "You're here Thursday and Friday." I'm like, "I'm not here.
Yeah.
I'm here
yeah.
Friday. All right, woo!"
Yeah, the World of Beer has a giant Bavarian pretzel on a meat hook.
Dude, that sounds so awesome. I
They
hate
serve it to
you.
you hanging on a hook.
with some dipping sauce.
Yes,
on
I
the
don't know,
base.
whatever, with some mustard or
Yep.
whatever. Yeah.
A lot of
Dude.
people order them. They look really good.
That
That's
sounds-
not gluten free.
No, but it sounds like
That
it's worth getting
Thank
sick
you for
for.
Not-
giving me
They,
that.
they are all gluten.
Yeah.
God
It
damn.
looked
It sounds like
fantastic.
it's worth getting sick. Though.
They're actually shaped
They have
like a
seltzer.
G, and that G stands for gluten.
Gluten, motherfucker.
Yeah,
I'll just
I'm
get
all gluten.
I'll just get a seltzer.
They have seltzer because that's what I drink when I go there. So
I love the seltz. I
Yeah.
even got a seltzer maker. It changed my life.
yeah,
SodaStream.
I got one of those too. I haven't bought a new cartridge in a while, so
Ooh.
not just.
I love the fart sound it makes at the end. It's like,
Right?
and it makes that little fart sound at the
Yeah.
end.
Who did it? That's great.
I have a SodaStream as well.
That is a
Yeah.
skill.
Uh-huh.
I have one, but I can't make that.
That's the only positive she's given me all night.
Oh,
Thanks. Thank you for
God.
that.
You do a great
Thank you for that,
SodaStream
yeah.
impersonation.
Thanks.
What's a soda
Yeah.
stream?
Have I been that
Thanks.
bad? Have I been that
Thanks.
It's a
vulnerable to you?
seltzer
I'm gonna
maker.
cry.
Are you?
Maybe.
I'm not hugging.
How do you make what?
It just
What?
farts in the water. That's how
Yeah.
you make soda.
It
Yeah.
shoots
It does.
It
And if
farts
you
in the
put too
water
much
and it makes
CO2,
bubbles.
dude.
And if you put too much CO2, it goes.
Seltzer's just
Wait.
water with CO2, which makes the bubbles.
It dies out.
The more you know.
Why don't you
On
just
that
drink
note-
fucking water?
Yeah. On that note, Jefferson, what do you got coming up, man?
There's this cool show I'm doing next Wednesday.
Where you
on-
break the headphones.
I didn't do a damn thing. That would be
That
Wonder
goes-
Beagle.
Oh, Wonder
That was
Beagle.
Wonder
Yeah,
Beagle.
we're gonna ignore the headphones. Thank
But
you.
anyway, there's this cool thing next Wednesday I'm doing on Comedypipe
Oh, tell us more.
around 7:00.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll be
that's-
there.
Where?
Here.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you were gonna finish that.
No.
Jesus Christ, you suck,
I
Jefferson.
know.
Joe.
Well,
Keep sucking
tomorrow
me up.
night I'm going to be doing the normal Thursday open mic at the backstage.
Pub.
Do the off timing.
Get it right, Donnie. Get it right, Donnie.
And then on the 14th, we're going to have a show starring Angela Cobb and Kristen Seltman and
Teresa Kasiak.
Yay! Hosting by
that's me. I'm hosting.
Joe
Joe
Green.
Green. Saturday,
Whatever.
November 14th at 8 p.m. at the Backstage Pub.
Pub.
Tickets-
Shout out, Donnie.
Tickets are
Not a fucking bringer.
not a bringer. $15.
Even though they're all bringers.
There you go.
Tickets are $15. It's a bargain.
You got to know the difference between a bringer and a bringer.
You're going to get schooled about coconut oil. It's going to be awesome.
What?
Bring a poncho.
You know what? I'm not going to ask.
Good
I'll fill
answer.
you. I'll fill you
Good answer.
And next week, I'm going to be here with our guests, Jake LaMarca and Louie. And we are going to have a special call-in by Angela Cobb, who's going to be promoting the show coming up on the 14th.
That's great. Angela Cobb, Jake LaMarca, Erin Harkes.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having me.
You're
Thank
great.
you.
Thank you, Erin.
Try not to take all my criticisms there on myself. They're too bad. It's
Oh.
okay.
I think I'll be okay.
Yes.
Zero
I'll be
shits. are
Make
given.
sure to check out all of the podcasts on the Comedy Pipe Radio Network, the What You Got podcast, the Loose News podcast, the
Ow,
HV Funny
Deborah.
podcast, and the dog keeps knocking out the headphones. It's fantastic. Check out our sponsor, Revolution Vapor, 72 flavors of